and then in 2001, the U.S. authorities came there and said we'll take the survivors of the Lost Boys, and they just put everybody through the interview. If you have a medical condition, they treat you, and then you sign a promissory note to pay back the itinerary fare. I mean, the money they spend on your flight when you come here within 3 years. You pay that to the IOM, not the U.S. government. Um, so they took me to Tucson.
When was that?
September 2001. So they took me to Tucson, and then they help you get your documentation, the driver license, the state ID, and then Social Security. You get a job, and after 4 months, you are on your own. So yeah, I lived there, had 2 kids there. I was not officially married, but I have 2 kids down there. But then last year, I worked for Target, worked for the University of Arizona at the genetics department. And then I drove a cab for a while. and then I drove an 18-wheeler.
In Arizona?
Yeah, well, all over the states. I've been to 47 of them. So anyway, when I was driving an 18-wheeler, I stopped at a Flying J truck stop in Tacoma, Washington. That's like 28 years down the road. I went into the truck stop, came back to my truck, and I found a voicemail. And it was one of my cousins who used to live in Tucson. He left a message, said, "Your mother has been found alive and she wants to talk to you."
What did you think?
Well, I didn't really think it was a good thing, because I didn't think it was necessary anymore, like. But I haven't seen her picture till now. I talk to her every day. I call her today, But it took 2 days before I could call.
Okay, so it took 2 days before you could call your cousin back?
My mom.
Oh, but he gave you your mother's number?
Yeah, he gave me the number. And so I had the number, and I was going through my head trying to remember her, because the only thing I remember from my mom were very few things. Like one was that I remember I was at home, and so we were at home. A neighbor came by and asked her why we were sleeping outside, and she said, "My kids are sweating." That's the only thing I remember from my mom, But then I called her and we talked. She told me I have a sister, and so yeah, we've been in touch since, and I just built her a house and flew her to the big city because she had a medical condition.
What, in Sudan?
Yeah, in South Sudan.
You built her a house?
I did, yeah.
But you sent money? Or?
I do. I send money almost every week. Yeah.
And what do you think about when you think about your mom?
Well, I think it was what she did. I didn't know why she did it. She told me when I found her. She said, "I had to leave you because she had a sister who had a medical condition that her sister was not going to be able to get married and have her own kids. And so the family decided, being traditional believers, they said, I belong to her sister. Since my mom actually had 4 boys, I didn't know that. I thought she had taken 2 boys. And then when we talked, she said she had taken 3 of my brothers. She left me. And so,
with her sister?
No. Yeah, left me with her, for her sister, not with her sister, but for her sister.
Okay.
She was threatened with an ancestral intervention if she did not obey the family order that she gives me up for her sister who will never have a kid. So yeah, so I think she was in a tight position of deciding what to do. So I really don't blame her.